Hey guys, Chris here. Welcome back to the Watershed Overlook. Today I'm going to show you a product that I bought. This isn't a sponsored video, but if you have followed this channel, you will have seen probably a few videos revolving around my trailer that I used to haul the LX2610. And there was a time when I had a car that crossed the center line and I got my truck out of the way, but the car hit my trailer head on, totaled it. The tractor was okay, and there are some videos about that, and I'll include a link maybe up here somewhere, but certainly in the comments below the video. I should probably interject this right now. I have shot this video a little bit out of order, so if things seem to kind of jump around a little bit, 1 minute there's stuff on the trailer and 1 minute there's not, well, it's just because I'm not a great filmmaker. I'm an amateur YouTube creator, and so you take what you get. All right, so in previous videos, I've kind of covered my mindset as far as what I'm thinking about and what I'm considering when I'm towing my tractor and the trailer down the road and how I get it set up and the importance of that. In the past, I've used a pretty unscientific method to gauge whether or not my trailer was properly loaded so that the tongue weight was appropriate. And you may laugh at me, it's worked so far, but here's what I've done. I know what the stance of this truck is. Now, this truck has been leveled, which means I have Bilstein shocks, adjustable shocks on the front end, which raise the front end about 4 inches. I put a little spacer in the rear end so it wasn't completely flat, but yeah, so there's been a little bit of suspension work, but there's no lift kit or anything like that. So when I hook all this up, I'm using a 6-inch drop hitch on the back of the truck, which keeps the trailer level. And really, my setup involves moving the load back and forth on the trailer and eyeballing this gap between the top of the fender and the top of the tire, or the bottom of the fender and the top of the tire. So I know that if I'm sitting ass end down too much, I'm too heavy on the tongue, and likewise, if I don't show any depression at all, I'm probably too light on the tongue. Okay, this is the Weigh Safe Aero Hitch. The particular hitch that I got has a 6-inch drop, although this hitch is available with a 4-inch, 6-inch, 8-inch, or 10-inch drop. So let's see what's in the box here. And this is not going to be really beautiful because, full disclosure, I've already had this connected to my truck and used it once, so this is kind of for effect. But anyway, it comes with a drawbar. This is a 2-inch drawbar, 6-inch drop. And then it comes with this slider that has a fixed mount 2-inch ball. There's also a 2 5/16 adapter, which will just fit right over there, and the weight of the trailer will keep that intact when it closes around there. So this will slide up here, and it comes with a locking pin. In fact, I believe you can get this with more than one locking pin. I think you can get one for the receiver hitch and for this. It has dust cap on there. And let's turn that. That comes off. Come through there. That goes on there. Dust cap. There you go. And it does come with a hitch pin as well. So let's talk about why tongue weight is so important. Well, it's pretty straightforward, really. If you have too much tongue weight pushing down on the rear of your vehicle, that's going to tend to push your front end up. So you're going to begin to have reduced steering, so you can't control as well. Theoretically, you're going to have some problems with your brakes possibly. And inversely, if you have too much weight on the back of your trailer, so you're lifting up on your tongue weight, then you're much more likely to find yourself in a death wobble situation, and you can quickly find yourself in an unrecoverable position, and that could end in disaster. Okay, so just exactly how does this thing work? Well, there is a reservoir of hydraulic fluid in this receiver right here, and this 2-inch ball is fixed mounted, and there is a hydraulic cylinder connected underneath this ball hitch. So as you put the trailer down on top of this, it's going to compress that hydraulic cylinder that's in this housing, and you're going to get your reading right here on the gauge. How much tongue weight are you supposed to have? Well, it depends on where you look, but I would say that overall the general consensus seems to be you want your tongue weight to be anywhere from 10 to 15% of your gross trailer weight. So in my instance, my trailer weighs roughly 2,000 pounds. So if I've got, 4,000 pounds on the back, that's a total of 6,000 pounds. So 600 pounds of tongue weight would be 10%. 900 would be 15%. I would tend to go lower than higher just for comfort. So I created for myself a spreadsheet, gotta love spreadsheets, that kind of lists all the weights of everything that I'm going to possibly carry, trailer information, and it does those calculations for me. Now, I'm not really going to go to my computer and enter data into a spreadsheet every time I need to do this, but it gives me a kind of helpful guide, and I will probably try to insert somewhere in this video a little more detail about what this spreadsheet is and what it shows.
All right, guys, here is my spreadsheet that I talked about in the video, and I'm just going to briefly kind of run through what it contains. I've got it broken up by sections, so tractor and attachments, and then the trailer and the accessories. But quickly, I've got it broken out by description here. So the LX2610 weighs 1,830 pounds dry. The loader is 562 pounds. The 60-inch bucket is 227. Rear tire ballast, the quick hitch, and the fluids, which is just based on capacities and then what the fluids actually weigh, which brings me to a grand total for the tractor of 3,239 pounds. Here under attachments, and here is kind of where some of the functionality is built into the spreadsheet. If I put a 1 in here and hit enter, you will see that then this field over here populates with what that weight is, and it begins to calculate. So I'll put a 1 in here, because I'm also going to be carrying that box blade, and another 1 because I'm also almost always carrying my pallet forks. I'm not going to put anything here under the brush bowl because I don't have enough room to carry it in this configuration. Most times this is what I'm carrying. So that brings me to a grand total cargo weight of 4,296 pounds. Again, same thing here with the trailer. I have the gross weight of the trailer at 1925, plus the cargo box that I put on there, the 60 feet of chain that I'm carrying, and the 4 big tensioners, and then just other miscellaneous stuff that I have in the box, which brings me to 2,103 pounds. Grand total of trailer and cargo, 6,399, or so call it 6,400 pounds. And then this does the calculation for me down here, 6,400 pounds, 10%, that's pretty easy, 640 pounds. So I've kind of broken out here the 10 to 15% amount, which would be the recommended tongue weight. As I think I mentioned in the video, some places will tell you 7 to 10%. I kind of like this 10% range, and that's what I'm going to be shooting for. This other data over here just tells me what percentage of the gross weight, which is 7,000 pounds on my trailer, that I've used, how much I have left. I try to stay, certainly under that gross weight. My trailer, or rather my tractor, can pull about 10,000 pounds. So I'm sure if I overloaded my trailer a little bit on a short trip on a smooth road, I could get away with it, but that's not something that I would really want to do. So, yeah. This is it's a good tool. Really, the main function is that I can now print it out and have it. As I said, this is pretty much the configuration I'm going to tow all the time. But I will tell you at the end of the day, the best thing about this spreadsheet and the thing that I'm most happy about is that it forced me to take the time to actually go out and research and figure out what all these weights were. So now I know that I have an accurate or fairly accurate estimation of what I'm actually carrying on the trailer. So when I'm looking down here for the tongue weight, I can feel pretty confident that I've got things in the right range.
So what are some of the specs on this thing? Well, real quick, I can tell you based on what they have on their website. It has the 2-inch drawbar shaft. It includes a 2-inch ball and that 2 5/16" clamshell adapter. The gross max weight on this hitch, whether it's the 4, 6, 8, or 10-inch drop, is 12,500 pounds. The max tongue weight is 1,500 pounds. The drop hitch adjusts in 1-inch increments, and depending on which hitch you get, 4, 6, 8, or 10-inch drop, they weigh 18, 19, 20, or 21 pounds. The toe ball is made out of stainless steel. All the hitches can be used in the rise position as well as the drop, so you can flip it over and raise that if you need to. The hitch pin is a 5/8" adapter. This is just some stuff from Weigh Safe. They tell you to keep it clean with simple soap and water. And they also recommend that whenever you have the thing in use the little dust covers wherever you have one of those key locks. The stainless steel toe ball, like any stainless steel, can show rust. It'll pick it up from the inside of the hitch, although just some Scotch-Brite or Brillo pad should take care of that. It's not really penetrating down into the stainless steel. When you're measuring your tongue weight, you want to make sure that you are on flat and level ground. If you're not, then your measurements in the Weigh Safe hitch are not going to be accurate. Also, Weigh Safe claims that the accuracy is plus or minus 1.25%, which is roughly 50 pounds over the full measurement scale of the hitch itself. As I've mentioned before, I'm pretty concerned about how I trailer things, having had that accident. So I give that a lot of thought. And I really think that this Weigh Safe hitch is going to help me just kind of maintain a level of safety. So, as I said, I've used this one time. I used it when I brought the tractor down here to the overlook, but it was raining last night and then it got dark, so I didn't try to film that. So I do have a little footage of it, towing the trailer just kind of down here on the dirt road. You'll see the gauge bouncing up and down because actually I think that part is coming here through the driveway. I've got a lot of roots and what have you, so you can kind of see it in action. I'll report back as this goes on to kind of give you an idea as to what I think about it long haul, but right now I feel good about it, and yeah, so there you go. So I'm pretty pleased with that hitch. Time will tell, I guess, eventually how it works out. In the meantime, this is Friday, August the 18th. I am going to go inside and clean up. I took a vacation day, and I'm down here at the overlook, and I'm going to go find me a nice waterside restaurant and have a bite of dinner and maybe take the boat out. We'll see. Anyway, as always, guys, I appreciate you being here, and I do hope we see you next time.